Okay, so the next topic on the docket is gaming boycotts. To me, why do most people still attempt this if they not serious or not getting or not going to stay committed to this? Like, have there ever been success slash repercussions to people boycotting? You know, I don't know had there ever been something like this. I know like with the Microsoft thing, they tried to raise the price of Xbox Live Gold from $60 to 120. Everybody freaked out and they changed their decision and went back to $60. They went back to 60. I guess was that a boycott? There's just a bunch of outraged people mad at that moment, and they was like, yeah, fuck that, don't do that. But I was just wondering because there's a lot of people I see on the internet who say boycott these games, and I'm like, well, boycott these games like with the Activision situation. If you're literally still playing any type of Activision game and you was calling for a boycott from them a couple of years ago, um, I honestly gotta say you're probably one of the scummiest of the scum on this planet. How are you gonna literally say boycott these people into? I think one of the main things they were gonna say was boycott this company until Bobby Kotick is fired or the working situations are better. Me personally, he's not fired. He still is the owner of the company. He's gonna be the owner of the company unless he sell it, which he's in the process of doing, to selling it to Activision. But even if the Activision deal don't go through, he's still going to be the owner of the company. You know what? I know a lot of people say, well, he's selling the company to Microsoft, so it kind of don't matter no more. No, it does matter. If you're buying Activision games right now, you're raising the price of the company up. If you're supporting them, you're raising it up. Which I don't mind people supporting this company, but if you was an active person literally saying, reporting on this news, calling this company out, calling out Bobby Kotick, and you're still buying their games, you're still supporting it. I mean, it was so hilarious because, in case y'all didn't know, like the hardcore gamers are the only people focused on this, talk about this type of news. The casual gamers don't. But I'm pretty sure the percentage rate of casual gamers compared to hardcore gamers is 70 to 30, which is the 70 represents the casual and the 30 represents the hardcore. And I think one of the I know Call of Duty Vanguard didn't do well, do that good like normal Call of Duties do. And people was saying this is a result of 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 people tired of Activision bullshit. And I'm like, no, I think that's a result of like people are tired of coming to the World War II setting. Like the World War II setting is pretty outdated. Like I don't know why people love that World War era. It's like, oh my, it's like do better. Just do better in the World War. Everybody's tired of the World War era. That's why I think that Call of Duty didn't really do that good. But yeah, it's like, but no, it wasn't the case. Activision is still doing good for the most part, with sales in their companies, and their games or whatever. And yeah, I just find it bullshit. Like when that stuff was going on, I told myself I would not be boycotting Activision or any of their games. Now, will I be playing their games? Yes, the games that I'm interested in, like the Tony Hawk games. I love Tony Hawk games. And if a new one, like I said, if a new one came out the day after their news they hit with Activision, I would have still bought it. I would have still bought it without any hesitations, because I don't care. I'm not. If you want to change something in the culture or something, the people who's there on the front lines got to change it. First of all, you want to do an active boycott, you got to have a mission, a plan, and you got to be able to execute it all together. You gotta have people who's really gonna stand right there and do what they need to do to get the job done. And gamers is not going to be that. It's not going to help because, like I said, there's a 70-30 split. I didn't talk to a lot of casual slash hardcore gamers. I don't know if I would categorize this guy as to a hardcore gamer, but he's not a person that's into the news side of it. So anything's going on news wise, he wouldn't be noticeable of it or privy to it. But I was telling him I had an issue with single player games being on online only games. You can only play it online. And I'm like, I'm not gonna buy this new Suicide Squad game if that's the case. He's like, oh no, I'm still gonna, I think it's dumb, but I'm still gonna buy it. I'm like, dude, to me that's an anti-consumer practice in my eyes. And I don't believe in that. He's like, well, it doesn't make a big deal to me, even though it is kind of dumb. So like that's something simple right there. But even something as big as what was going on at Activision, you still got people who's going to support. So if it's no point, you might try to say I got a good I don't have a guilty conscience. I have a good conscience because I'm doing what's right. But then if you feel like you're doing what's right with boycotting this company, are you gonna boycott every company around you? Because I'm sorry, but every that's a tough line to do. A lot of stuff is made in China. A lot of companies support China, and they don't have the best human rights practices over there. Hell, even America don't have the best human rights practices over here. So it's one of those things I just look at as pretty silly, especially from people who literally say they're gonna boycott them and not support them, but literally still buy their games, still report on their news. Yeah, you're disgusting. I think you're selling the bottom of the bottle people. It's just that simple. It seems like you're some virtue signaler SJWs who don't have any morals. You don't have any morals, and it's unfortunately.